stopped, he ran away. He was eventually caught. He was ultimately arrested and charged for being in possession of a stolen vehicle. But get this, and this is where you really start to look at these dudes like, yeah, y'all are just professional doofuses. So on top of being caught in a stolen vehicle that was used in a homicide 2 months prior, he was also caught with a firearm. And after ballistics was done on the firearm that he was arrested with, ballistics shows that not only was the vehicle connected to the homicide, not only was the vehicle identified as being the getaway vehicle of the homicide of Jobina Brown, but he was also found in possession of the firearm that was also used in the murder of Jobina Brown. Ballistics shows that this...
I have nothing to say. Like, I'm just so, like... This shit just don't make no sense, bro.
This is where we introduce new information that I didn't include in my last video. And this is the part of the video where we start looking at T Grizzley a little crazy. We start looking at T Grizzley with a side eye here.
Yeah,
T Grizzley told the story.
I'm already looking with a side eye just off the whole little title, bro. The first title, like right here, you feel me? Like, and what I'm hearing right now is just like, I don't know, bro. This shit's crazy, bro.
What happened the night of...
I'm gonna let this shit play for real.
Stated that he was with his auntie / manager, Jobina Brown. They made a last-minute stop at one of his other auntie's crib for him to check on some business. Jobina Brown decided to stay in the car and wait outside because she didn't like germs. He was only gonna go inside and come back out right away. It was a last-minute pit stop, right? Let's hear T Grizzley tell the story, and we're about to find out why this new information that we received kind of blow up that version of the story. It kind of, not only would I say debunks it.
Hey, if you live in one of these cities right crazy, here, bro. Why don't you own an apartment building? Seriously, let me show you a...
But kind of makes us start thinking that maybe T Grizzley is telling some fibs here.
So the night everything happened, man, can you kind of go over that night with us? I know y'all was at the studio. I seen you on your Instagram.
Yeah, so we was at the studio with Guapo and Jay Swan or whatever. And I'm going over my cousin's house, my older cousin. Mm-hmm. He was real close with my pops. It's like my pops' brother. Mm-hmm. And I always try to, you know what I'm saying, show him some love because that's another wound we really ain't healed from.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I went over there and I was telling her, like, come in the house. And she like, no, I don't want to go in. I'm begging her to come in the house. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, certain areas, you just can't, you got to move right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't about where you at. I could go anywhere I want to.
Right.
But I got to move right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if I'm moving right, can't nothing happen to me. So I'm telling her to come in the house. She like, no. Because JB was kind of like funny acting about dirty houses.
Okay.
And stuff like that. The house wasn't even dirty, but to her, she just a clean, real clean person.
Okay.
It's like, no, I don't want to go in them people's house. I don't want to sit on their furniture and all that stuff. So I'm like, all right, I'll be right back. So I'm knocking on the door. My people's taking so long to come to the door. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And they finally come to the door. As soon as I see her, as soon as I see my auntie, mm-hmm. She about to open the door. I just hear a whole bunch of shots going off. You know what I'm saying?
Behind you.
Behind me, I hear a whole bunch of shots going off. So I get down because I'm thinking they about to come to the side and start, you know what I'm saying, shooting at me, and I ain't got nothing on me at the time. Mm-hmm. My cousin ran out with a gun. I'm like, perfect. So we ran out on the street. When we ran out, my driver was gone with no cars out there. I'm like,
She was in the. So what was the vehicle? She was in the car. Like
yeah, she was in the car. She was in the car.
Okay.
She was in the car on the street. So my cousin ran out with the gun or whatever, and we ran out in the front to see what's going on and to. If somebody up on us, we gonna get them off us. Basically what happened, they walked up to my door and opened my door. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas opened my door, mm-hmm. Trying to get at me. End up hitting her up.
Where they hit her on her body?
They hit her on like...
Open your door and start shooting and start shooting her. So you open it.
On her side and in her arm. She didn't get hit in her head or her face, and that's just all on her side. Mm-hmm.
And you didn't get hit at all?
On the side where her heart at.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, on the side like where her heart at, too. So that's...
T Grizzley said the killers were looking for him because he exited out of the vehicle from a specific side of the car. When he exited out of the vehicle, he went to the side porch to get let in. The killers couldn't see he was at the side porch but they knew what side of the vehicle he was in. So when the killer seen the vehicle was parked, they went to the vehicle and opened up the side of the vehicle that T Grizzly was
left
sitting in
from
before he exited out.
Yeah.
They opened it up and began to shoot at the auntie because they thought the auntie was him, because they thought he was sitting there. Again, if the killers couldn't see T Grizzly because he was at the side porch,
Open it.
they didn't see T Grizzly get out the vehicle because they would have just followed him.
Mm-hmm.
Then that would mean the only reason why they would know that T Grizzly was sitting on that specific side was because they seen T Grizzly get in the vehicle on that particular side and they followed him to the location. Here's why that don't make sense.
Don't make no sense.
The facts of the case actually debunks everything T Grizzly just said and sort of opens this case up
even more,
where anybody can be a suspect, and dare I say T Grizzly could be a suspect.
Yeah.
Wu Thing kept his phone on the entire time he committed this homicide. I don't know what I would expect from someone who was still
kept
in
his phone on
the getaway vehicle and the murder weapon, but he kept his phone on the entire time, and they were able to trace him coming into Michigan and leaving Michigan after the homicide. But they were also able to pin him at the crime scene. And this is why T Grizzly's story don't make sense
stupid
at all. The cell phone towers pinged Wu Thing's cell phone at the murder scene for more than an hour and 56 minutes.
Wow.
So it started pinging around
7 p.m.,
8:56.
and
continued pinging until 8:56 p.m., which is minutes before the shooting occurred. That means that Wu Thing was at the murder scene for an hour and 56 minutes. He was at the murder scene for an hour and 50 minutes before T Grizzly and them got there. So he was hiding out. He was waiting. He was expecting them to come to that location. How did the shooter know that T Grizzly and his aunt was gonna be at the location if the location was an impromptu stop? If the location was hey yo, let's stop right here real quick. How did they know to wait out at that address for an hour and 56 minutes waiting for them to show up? It doesn't make sense whatsoever. And also, if they was at the location for an hour and 56 minutes, then they seen T Grizzly get out the vehicle, which will make sense. They didn't see him get in the vehicle because they wasn't at the location when he got in the vehicle. But they seen him get out the vehicle. They seen him walk to the side porch.
Yeah.
Which is why they came over, opened up that car vehicle, knowing he wasn't going to be there, and began shooting. This is just my theory, people. And began...
That's a whole setup, bro. It just don't make no sense.
Shooting. This is the only story that makes sense, people. The only story. I'm not saying T Grizzly is responsible for backdooring his auntie. I don't know.
I don't know. It's just weird.
The story got to start adding up.
It's just weird, bro. You wait there a whole hour and 56 minutes. I'm waiting there. I'm waiting for my op to come. I see you waiting there. You there before them. And it's a little pit stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, who's going to go to a pit stop without them knowing the coordinates? You see him get out the car, leave the door open, go to the side porch, and you go to the door that he left open and start opening fire on the opposite side. Yeah, that sounds like a setup to me.
People, it got to start adding up. How did the killer know to wait out at that location for an hour and 56 minutes if the location was an impromptu stop? The killers was at the location. You got out. They could have easily haunted you down, went and got you from the side porch. They watched you exit out the vehicle. They was at the location, and they let you go away. And they came and killed your auntie. What beef would they have with your auntie? It doesn't make sense, people.
It really don't, bro.
At all. T Grizzly offered up a response, and this is his response to everything you just heard. Okay.
I just think the niggas about to go around trying to clear no shit up because it is what it is. As far as like, you know, I ain't about to be certain shit you can't entertain, bro. Especially when it's absolutely nonsense. You know what I'm saying?
What? What are you talking about?
But you do got a lot of motherfuckers that go to the internet and think that everything they see on that bitch is facts. It's not a place for facts.
I feel like, bro, consciousness is eating him up. You feel me?
You can see some shit dead in your base, chat. That's not true. So you think you can't be fooled by the fucking internet, bro? Bullshit.
But what will the motive be for T Grizzly to do this to his auntie, the backdoor
Like,
his auntie's manager?
don't even make no
they're
sense.
not blood auntie. Now, I talked to someone who was literally at the funeral of Jobina Brown. They were at the funeral, bruh. Yo, I was told even at the funeral, people were suspecting T Grizzly because he did like interviews where like people close to the situation were kind of concerned about the stories, kind of not really.
He wasn't even at
matching
the
up.
funeral.
You know, in some interviews, I think in one interview, like T Grizzly said, "Yo, it was like a drive-by. They came and shot it up." Then the next interview, they said, you know, they came and opened up the door to look for him and then shot the auntie.
Dang, he's switching up his
Those
story.
are not really a big deal, but it don't really line up perfectly.
It don't line up at all whatsoever, bro. It don't line up at all.
From someone particular that even when Jobina Brown and this person would be talking or getting close, T Grizzly would get jealous. That at times, like T Grizzly would kind of get jealous, and Jobina Brown would tell this person, "Yo, T Grizzly, keep asking me about you, keep asking me why we talking, blah blah blah." And Jobina Brown would confide in this person that she actually had an intimate relationship with T Grizzly. But the thing with this is, Jobina Brown is T Grizzly's uncle's wife, who's in prison, I think. Again, don't quote me on this, but
see, this shit is weird, bro. This shit is weird. Okay, that's not your blood auntie, but still though, that's still weird, bro. Yeah, see, this is crazy, bro.
I think the uncle is in prison. I think Jobina Brown is the uncle's wife. She's not blood related, but she's related through marriage, I believe.
Yeah, related through marriage. Yeah.
So smashing the uncle's wife, allegedly got her pregnant. According to courtroom reporters, that that was allegedly brought up the first day of trial, that Jobina Brown could be pregnant for T Grizzly's baby. So that's a motive. The uncle is in prison. You got her pregnant. She not trying to abort it. Man, that could be one thing. Jobina Brown invested in T Grizzly really early on when nobody else would.
That's crazy,
right?
bro.
It is reported that she apparently owns a portion of T Grizzly's masters. He wanted it back. He signed a deal with her like fresh out of prison as like a management deal. He wanted it back. She wouldn't give it up. That could be motivation. I don't know. And I'm not saying T Grizzly is involved. What I'm telling you is the facts of this case doesn't really align with T Grizzly's story 100% or perfectly. Y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this, okay? We're going to continue looking into this, man. Trial is on Monday. We're going to be watching that trial, best believe. Let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think? And if you're still watching this video here, somewhere on my screen, somewhere here.
Hey, man, that's crazy, man. Shout out to Poet Flacco. Y'all let me know what y'all feel, you know what I'm saying, in the comments below. I don't know what's going on, bro. This is some crazy stuff. We already got Dirk in jail. Now we could potentially have T Grizzly in jail. And all these speculations and all of the videos that he have is not adding up to the story that he's making up. So we don't know, man. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. You guys know I'm going to be up and watching these videos and trying to stay on top of it. So go ahead and hit that notification bell. Trying to see more. It's your boy Khalil. Nah, man. Peace.